You know, something I've come to realize over the past several years in payment integrity is I think there's this belief that payers don't want to pay providers, and providers are kind of doing everything they can to get as much money from the payers as possible. But I truly believe, and that's just based on my experience with working with payers and providers, payers want to pay the providers, and they want to pay them right, and they want to do it correctly the first time. These providers that you kind of see as adversaries really do want to make sure they get it right. Within the internal organization of the payer, there's kind of competing goals. So maybe folks on the payment integrity side literally have a savings number, especially on post-pay, that they try to hit. We have to achieve this amount of cost savings, and we want to make, and that number goes up every year. And there might be another part of the organization that truly says, hey, we want to work with our providers and get it right. And that probably sits over there in finance. Those organizations are not talking to each other inside the health plan. This, hey, let's fix it and collaborate, it's starting to happen. If you can prove future ROI by correcting this mistake, then that one hammer, one nail model will go away, right? So it's not all about the savings, it's literally, and this is what Trend is so great at, drilling down to the root cause. Sometimes the root cause is on the provider side, they're doing something incorrectly. Guess what? Sometimes it's the payer. A home run, you get that provider and that payer in the same room, and we say, guess what we found, guys? Here's where you're both making mistakes, we can correct it. And I think Trend will be there. That's really our mission, right? Is to find the root causes, to prevent them from to prevent the overpayments from happening, and making sure both sides understand, hey, this is what's happening. We've made the corrective action. Let's find the next mistake. Where else can we help?